Believe it's too late to build wealth because you're living paycheck to paycheck? You can start from zero. Wealth doesn't come from a perfect beginning, but from knowing how to use your time and habits correctly, even on an average income. This video breaks down 5 practical steps to build your fortune from scratch. It's time to stop feeling behind and start building your financial future. 1. Fully leverage the asset of time. You don't need money, just discipline. A pervasive myth in personal finance is that you need a substantial amount of money to begin building wealth. In a world of rising costs and stagnant wages, this belief can feel paralyzing, leading many to postpone their financial goals indefinitely. The truth, however, is far more empowering. You can absolutely start from zero. The most critical factor isn't the balance in your bank account, but your willingness to take the first decisive step. Your greatest asset isn't cash, it's time. When combined with disciplined habits, time becomes an unstoppable force for wealth creation. The cornerstone of this strategy is not the size of your initial investment, but the consistency of your actions. Many people, even in their 30s, 40s, or 50s, believe it's too late. They fall into the trap of waiting for a better time or a larger income. This is a fallacy. Wealth is not built from circumstances, it is forged from habits. Instead of waiting, begin by investing a small, manageable percentage of your monthly income, even just 1 to 3%, into a long-term investment account. This small, consistent action creates a powerful habit that will serve you for life. If you can't invest when you have little, you are unlikely to do so when you have more. The true magic behind starting early and staying consistent lies in the power of compound growth, often described as a snowball rolling downhill. Compounding is the process where your investment returns begin to generate their own returns. This creates an exponential growth curve over time. For example, investing just $100 per month in a low-cost S&P 500 index fund, which has historically averaged an annual return of around 7 to 10%, could grow to over $80,000 in 25 years. After 35 years, that same modest contribution could approach $200,000. The longer your money has to work, the more powerful the compounding effect becomes. Every dollar you invest today is not just a dollar. It's a seed that will grow into a tree, providing for your future self. Fortunately, modern technology has made investing a lot easier, making it accessible to everyone, regardless of financial expertise. The easiest place to start is often with an employer-sponsored retirement plan, such as a 401k, especially if your employer offers a matching contribution. Not taking advantage of this is equivalent to leaving free money on the table. These plans automate the process, deducting contributions directly from your paycheck. For those without access to such plans or who wish to invest more, brokerage platforms like Fidelity and Vanguard offer low-cost index funds and ETFs. You can set up automatic weekly or monthly transfers of just a few dollars. Furthermore, the rise of robo-advisors like Betterment and Wealthfront has simplified investing even more. These platforms use algorithms to build and manage a diversified portfolio based on your risk tolerance and goals, all for a very low fee. You can set it up once and let it run in the background, allowing your wealth to build quietly without the stress of daily market watching. This journey does not demand a life of extreme austerity. It simply requires a shift in mindset, prioritizing long-term financial security over short-term gratification. Before making a purchase, ask yourself if it aligns with your future goals. Every dollar spent on an unnecessary item is a dollar stolen from your future prosperity. Conversely, every dollar invested is a paycheck you write to your future self. Don't wait for the perfect moment. The perfect moment is now. You already possess the essential tools: time, technology, and the power of choice. Leverage them, start small, and let the power of consistency and compounding build the future you deserve.
2. Restructure your spending. Turn expenses into assets. Many people believe that the primary path to financial prosperity lies in earning a higher income. While a larger salary can certainly help, This common belief overlooks a more accessible and powerful strategy, transforming your everyday expenses into wealth-generating assets through spending restructuring. This approach isn't about extreme deprivation. It's about making conscious, intelligent choices with the money you already have. The solution to building wealth is often found not in your paycheck, but in your bank statements. The process begins with a simple audit of your recurring monthly expenses. Take a close look at the subtle financial drains that often go unnoticed. The premium cable package you rarely watch, multiple overlapping streaming subscriptions, high-interest credit card debt, outdated insurance policies, or unused gym memberships. Individually, these charges may seem insignificant, but collectively, they can siphon hundreds of dollars each month, money that vanishes without contributing to your long-term financial security. This is not just spending. It is a passive erosion of your potential wealth. Once you have identified this financial leakage, the next step is to redirect the flow. Instead of allowing that money to service non-essential wants or other companies' profits, you can channel it into long-term investments. For those who don't have the time or expertise to actively trade stocks, low-cost index funds, such as an S&P 500 ETF or real estate investment trusts, REITs, are excellent options. These instruments offer diversification and are designed for steady, passive growth over time, harnessing the power of the broader market. The impact of this shift is more profound than you might imagine. Consider this. By trimming just $200 from your monthly budget and investing it into a diversified fund with an average annual return of 7%, you could accumulate over $100,000 in 20 years. This isn't financial magic. It is the mathematical certainty of compound interest working in your favor. It demonstrates that consistency and discipline, not a six-figure salary, are the true engines of wealth creation. Time in the market becomes far more important than timing the market. Beyond the numbers, this strategy offers significant psychological rewards. Taking control of your spending fosters a sense of empowerment and reduces the anxiety that often accompanies debt and financial uncertainty. You begin to shift your mindset from being a mere consumer to becoming an owner. Every dollar redirected is a vote for your future self, a practice often described as paying yourself first. The money doesn't disappear. It simply changes its destination from a short-term drain to a long-term investment in your own freedom and peace of mind. Ultimately, wealth isn't a matter of luck. It is the cumulative result of small, smart choices repeated consistently. Your journey can begin today by transforming money drains into powerful tools for building a more prosperous future.
3. Turn your skills into assets. No degree needed, just the right knowledge. When charting a course from zero to wealth, conventional wisdom points toward saving diligently and investing wisely. While these pillars are essential, they overlook a more foundational and powerful asset, especially in the initial stages: high-value skills. In today's dynamic economy, the ability to create new income streams is often more critical than the amount of cash you have on hand. True financial momentum begins not with saving what you earn, but with increasing your capacity to earn in the first place. The modern world has democratized learning, dismantling the traditional barriers of cost and time. You no longer need a prestigious 4-year degree to acquire marketable expertise. Platforms like Coursera, Udemy, and Google Skill Certificates offer access to world-class training in high-demand fields for a fraction of the cost and sometimes for free. Skills such as data analysis, search engine optimization, SEO, AI-assisted content creation, or graphic design are not just theoretical concepts, they are practical tools that businesses are actively seeking, particularly within the burgeoning freelance and gig economy. With a commitment of just a few hours a week, anyone can master a new, income-generating skill in a matter of months. This is where the real transformation occurs. Acquiring a marketable skill fundamentally changes your financial equation. You are no longer solely dependent on a single salary, which is often capped by corporate structures or market rates. Instead, you become the architect of your own income. This newfound ability allows you to freelance, start a side hustle, or transition to a more lucrative career. The additional income generated becomes your seed capital, the essential fuel for your savings and investment engine. For instance, mastering AI-driven content writing can quickly lead to freelance projects paying substantial fees per article, creating an income stream that can be directly channeled into an investment portfolio. This strategy holds particular power for individuals in their 40s and 50s. Far from being a disadvantage, age provides a unique competitive edge. Decades of life experience cultivate practical problem-solving, discipline, and superior time management, qualities that can accelerate the learning process and its effective application. By combining this mature wisdom with a new in-demand skill, you create a potent formula for financial acceleration. Ultimately, while money can be lost and market opportunities can fluctuate, the right skills are an appreciating asset that stays with you for life. They grow in value with practice and adaptation, providing a stable foundation upon which to build lasting security. On the journey to financial freedom, investing in yourself is the most reliable and sustainable first step you can take. Your most valuable asset isn't in the bank, it's within you, waiting to be developed.
4. Leverage free financial tools and perks. Clarity is the first step to wealth. One of the most significant barriers keeping people in a state of financial stagnation is not a lack of effort, but a lack of awareness. The old adage, "you cannot improve what you do not measure," holds profound truth in personal finance. For anyone embarking on the journey from zero to financial independence, the most powerful first step is not earning more, but gaining absolute clarity on where their money is going. Fortunately, in today's digital age, achieving this clarity is easier and more accessible than ever. A new generation of applications such as Mint and YNAB, You Need a Budget, have transformed financial management from a tedious chore into a simple, automated process. By securely linking your bank accounts and credit cards, these tools provide a real-time visual dashboard of your entire financial life. They categorize your spending, track your income, monitor your investments, and calculate your net worth, offering a comprehensive overview at a glance. This removes the guesswork and emotion from money management, replacing them with hard data. You no longer have to wonder where your paycheck went. The answer is right in front of you. This newfound clarity serves as a strategic foundation for making intelligent financial decisions. It is especially crucial for those navigating the complex financial demands of midlife, from mortgages and children's education to supporting aging parents and planning for retirement. These tools empower you to set concrete, measurable goals, such as eliminating credit card debt or building an emergency fund, and to track your progress in real time. This visibility illuminates wasteful expenditures, creating opportunities to redirect funds toward wealth-building activities like investing or accelerated debt repayment. Perhaps more profound than the numbers themselves is the psychological shift that occurs when you consistently track your finances. It transforms passive uncertainty into active control. Impulsive purchases give way to intentional spending, as every transaction is now viewed through the lens of your long-term goals. This sense of command over your financial destiny reduces stress, builds confidence, and lays the essential mental groundwork for achieving lasting freedom. Ultimately, these free financial tools are more than just software. They are personal finance compasses. They show you exactly where you are so you can chart an effective course to where you want to be. The process of starting is disarmingly simple, requiring only a smartphone and a few minutes of your time. This simple act of taking inventory is not a mere frugal hack. It is the launch pad for a journey toward lasting financial freedom. 5. Automate your finances. Build wealth silently, steadily, and stress-free. In the often complex world of personal finance, there lies a strategy so deceptively simple yet profoundly powerful that it serves as the foundation for both seasoned financial experts and self-made millionaires: automation. For anyone who feels too busy, too overwhelmed by market complexities or simply not disciplined enough to save consistently, this approach is not just a solution, it is a quiet superpower. It is the single most effective way to build wealth from the ground up, transforming financial goals from distant dreams into an inevitable reality. At its core, automation is the practice of creating a system where your money works for you without requiring constant attention or willpower. The process is straightforward. You instruct your bank or brokerage to automatically transfer a predetermined amount of money, whether it's $25, $100, or more, from your checking account into your savings, investment, or retirement accounts on a regular schedule. This can be a transfer to a high-yield savings account, a Roth IRA, a brokerage account for low-cost index funds, or an increase in your 401k contribution. This single setup action changes everything. The true genius of this strategy lies in its psychological brilliance. It elegantly bypasses our greatest financial enemy, ourselves. By automating contributions, you remove emotion and decision fatigue from the equation. You no longer have to debate whether you can afford to save this month or wrestle with the temptation to spend that extra cash. The system operates silently in the background, adhering to the most fundamental principle of wealth creation: pay yourself first. Instead of trying to save what's left after spending, you are forced to spend what's left after saving. This simple reversal in behavior is the difference between financial stagnation and financial freedom. This consistent, automated saving is then amplified by the relentless power of compound growth. Like a steady stream carving a canyon over millennia, small, regular investments grow into substantial wealth over time. Your money earns returns, and then those returns begin earning their own returns, creating an exponential growth curve. The numbers are more compelling than you might think. Investing just $150 a month into a diversified, low-cost ETF with an average annual return of 7% can grow to over $80,000 in 20 years. Over 30 years, that same contribution could surpass $180,000. The key isn't starting with a fortune, it's the unwavering consistency that automation provides. Furthermore, the barriers to entry for this powerful strategy have all but vanished. In the past, investing required significant capital and expert knowledge. Today, technology has democratized finance. Brokerage platforms like Vanguard and Fidelity allow you to set up automatic investments into index funds with no minimums. Robo-advisors such as Betterment and Wealthfront can build and manage a globally diversified portfolio for you based on your goals and risk tolerance, all for a minimal fee. You don't need to be a market wizard or spend hours analyzing stocks. You only need to make one smart decision to set the system in motion. Ultimately, automating your finances is your defense against the chaos of modern life. When your time is limited and your mental energy is stretched thin, this system acts as your personal financial manager, ensuring your future is prioritized even when you're focused on the present. It protects you from impulse spending, eliminates financial stress, and keeps your long-term goals on track. It is the silent, tireless engine that builds your wealth, one automatic contribution at a time. If you want to build wealth silently, steadily, and stress-free, start automating your finances today. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to begin. Because sometimes the quiet, consistent choices you make in the background are what move you toward financial freedom faster than any complex plan. Financial freedom isn't a destination reserved for the wealthy. It's a path for those who are ready to take the first step. And that step can be as simple as setting up one automatic transfer today.